new episode of What's for Dinner, but this is going on the side. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh wait, no, that's a movie. Okay. I did a video of barbecue chicken and potato wedges. And that was when I was young and dumb. And I didn't know what I was doing. And it was in the infancy of my channel. And I had a crappy camera. The video is still up, but I've since learned that you shouldn't mash recipes together in the same video. So because I'm going to make these potato wedges for dinner tonight, I'm going to go ahead and do a new video because I have a lot more subs now, and you know the story. Maybe you haven't seen them. And I know that I have some of my subscribers who actually go back and watch all of my videos, which would just make my head explode to watch me for that many hours at a time. But anyway, I really love that you do that. But I'm going to update this video today because I did it a little bit differently then, and we're going to put some more fresh ingredients in here. So let's see what I've done. I've done a lot of prep work ahead of time. You can see I have some Yukon Gold potatoes, and I have just cut them into wedges. I've scrubbed them and I've wedged them. No wedgies, wedges. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have some sunflower oil, or you can use olive oil or whatever. I'd say about 1/4 cup. And I have a very large lemon here, and I have zested it, and I'm going to save that because Aunt Duddie told me I shouldn't throw it away, that I should put it in some chicken stock, so I'm going to do that. Whoops. And I have the zest off of that lemon. And now I'm going to mix up some spices to sprinkle in here. Now you can use seasoned salt or whatever you like, but since I'm trying to use this Himalayan pink salt more, I'm going to use it. So there's about 2 teaspoons of that in there. About 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, just to offset the sweetness a bit. I have some Mrs. Dash. I'm just going to eyeball that because you really can't have too much of that. I'm also going to add some additional garlic powder. Garlic powder. Can you have too much garlic? I don't know. I'm Italian. I'm probably thinking no. Onion powder. Really? This is a surprise, right? Excuse the noise. It doesn't like to cooperate. You have to tell it who's boss. About 1 teaspoon of that. And then I've got some paprika. And I'm just going to take the lid off of it. That was more than 1 teaspoon, I'm pretty sure, but let me grab a spoon just so I have something to stir with. Give this a good mix, break up any clumps of the spices. Sometimes the paprika and the onion powder tend to clump together, so. And if you left out the pardon me, the Mrs. Dash, and you tasted that, it would taste very similar to the Lawry's, only I have now used all of it. I've made it with the Himalayan pink salt, so it's the way I want it. That smells good. I'm going to seal up the bag, and we're going to start tossing it. Ziploc bags are your friend in the kitchen, just like foil pans, aluminum foil, parchment paper, wax paper. You know, all those things have an incredibly important purpose, and that is to save you time and effort, especially when cleanup rolls around. I'm just going to put my spices back on my homemade spice rack that Rick made me for Christmas one year out of one of my grandmother's old cutting boards that I could never bear to get rid of. All right. Now, I have a baking pan lined with some aluminum foil. You can put some parchment down if you like. You don't have to. I'm not. Like I said, let's see. It's a Monday night, and you know me. Weeknight meals, the name of the game. Quick and easy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, sorry, honey. I'm always stepping on the dog. Just use our hands. Let's see.
Right back in the same spot.
Yeah. She's never far from me when I'm
Waiting
home.
for the next foot.
When Rick is home, she's in his lap. And if I sit down on the sofa, she wants in my lap. So we just want these evenly distributed on the pan. It's really not important to get them evenly, like in rows or anything. So she sees me coming, she's moving. See? Learned behavior. All right, I've got my oven is preset at 400 degrees, and in they go. Those are what's going to take the longest, so we're going to go and we're going to cook our meat and in another video, because we're going to have those alongside some pan-seared cube steaks, which I think are sometimes a forgotten and underappreciated cut of meat, which can aid you to a quick and easy supper. So we're going to make our cube steaks, and then we're going to come back when these are ready to come out of the oven. So we'll be back soon. Hi, Tad. Our potatoes are done and they're ready to come out of the oven so that we can have supper. Look at those. This is the easiest, most delicious way to make quick potatoes, because you make them while you're getting everything else ready. And they're so yummy. And if you want these to be crispy, you can stick them in the oven for longer. But these are perfectly done. And there's not too much oil. It's nice and light. 1/4 cup of oil in the whole thing. So you don't have to worry. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. If you want to skip the oil, you can. And you can just spray it with some vegetable cooking spray if you want to. But leaving the oil out altogether is not going to render you the result that you really would like to have. These are nicely cooked. They're nice and tender. And they're positively lovely. I'm going to put some in a bowl here. Look at that. There you have it. Seasoned potato wedges my way. Quick and easy. Don't limit yourself to the spices that I used. You can season these up any way you like. You can match your barbecue. If you're going to barbecue, I often do these where I'll use a rub on my meat, like on my chicken or my pork chops, and I'll use the same rub to season up the chicken. And if you do like a barbecue one, or ribs, if you have a nice...
Potatoes.
That's what I meant. You use the same rub on your potatoes that you used on your chicken or pork chops or ribs or whatever. It's been a long day. So that's another thought. You know, I make a barbecue rub that's really nice. You use a little sugar, some paprika, some salt, other seasonings, and it's delicious. It tastes just like barbecue sauce, only dry. Use that on these potatoes and you'll love it. Put a little ranch dressing on the side, and that makes it even more delicious. Aunt Duddie just uploaded a delicious buttermilk dressing recipe that I have got to try. So go over to her channel and check that out. In the meantime, these are potato wedges my way. I hope you try them, and I hope you love them. And until next time.